The day has come. It is here. It is finally here. Today, we are doing what I've been most hyped about for this chapter. What I'm most hyped about for this game in general, okay? The weird route has been the most interesting part of the game for me. And I need to stress that that doesn't mean I don't like the base game. I do. I like the base game. I'm enjoying the base chapter. I like all of Deltarune so far. But, and there's a huge but here, every single thing out of the weird route, every single thing that happens in the weird route is always mind-blowingly good. It's always so fucking interesting. And today we are experiencing what should be the final point of no return. Chapter 4 ended in a way that makes it seem as if we are growing Noelle to be our next vessel, as if we implanted a piece of our soul, of our heart, into her. Now, I don't think we can go back from that anymore. I think this chapter, we are locked into the weird route from this point onward. And I'm super fucking curious to see how exactly this is going to be handled. Yeah, this is going to be hype. Every single time Noelle shows up, you know, things are interesting. The cliffhanger we had for chapter 4 was Noelle's mom saying to us on the phone, to Chris on the phone, Noelle is looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. She's excited to see you tomorrow, so you know. If Flowery doesn't have a line saying weird rude, I demand a refund. I don't know how the Dark World will be handled. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I am super hyped. And I do have to say again, I still like the base game. I like the normal route. I think the only reason the weird route is so good, the only reason it shines so much is because of the normal route, right? Like we can't just start a game from the weird route. That doesn't gonna work. We are going to be incredibly lost if we try to do that. And the game knows this. It knows this. It uses that against us. So without further ado, let's all get traumatized together with what the hell is going to happen with this route. Let's begin. Bro, I am so fucking excited. I really am. I have a save file and everything. I don't know what kind of battle we'll have to do. We will probably have to do the normal boss again, because as you know, we need to get the shadow crystal, right? So yeah. Should be interesting. In this route, I have 0 people in Castletown. You do need to know that. We have 0 people in Castletown for this one. I'm so fucking excited. Okay. Yeah, this is the weird route. Things are going to be very interesting. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, let's do this shit. Let's begin. Oh, we start with the dot already. Okay, this is how the chapter ended. We saw that dot like flying around. I'm guessing that's what we put into Noelle. Ooh. Thank you. Probably. Just like, yeah, when you think about Noelle in the dark world of chapter 4, you get that. Okay. Okay, and he's not climbing from outside the window. That's already different. Chris, are you feeling alright? No, Toriel, no, I'm not. I know it's the weekend, but I can't even do her voice. You have not left your room all day. Ooh. Note, the soul is not in the cage, you put that in. The festival was today, you know? The sun is going down. We skipped the whole day in this route? If you get up now, you could still see the parade. We skipped the whole day. Chris, at the very least, you should eat something. There is some honey toast on the table downstairs. I'm not pressing anything, by the way. This is automatic. I made it for you. Oh shit. Well, I will be downstairs reading. I know it has been difficult without your brother. But... well... no one can make you get out of bed, honey. Wait, if we skip the whole day... what does that mean? No dark world? Because Chris is not opening the fountain. We just skipped the whole day. Can I make it? I need to make him move. It already starts being creepy. He refuses to get out of bed. I need to make him get the fuck out of there. Look at this. He refuses to do anything I tell him. No, you get the hell up. I have a world to burn. That's what I thought. And he refuses to run. He walks slow on purpose. He refuses to interact with anything that I give him. Look at this. Look at this piece of shit. He refuses to interact with anything. He's not doing anything, man. I can't run. Can I open the menu? Yeah, I can. Okay. We have $2 at least. Get out of your room. Good. Refuses to interact with anything at all. Nothing. I get no comment out of him. I guess he's a little pissed. Okay. They are a little pissed. Makes sense. Do I warn them being pissed? Yeah, honestly, yeah, fair. Nothing at all. I'm just trying to see what they're going to interact with, but nothing. They are not listening to anything I do or say. Nothing. 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 Well, Noelle was really excited to see us. So, Chris, are you alright, sweetheart? You should eat something. There is some honey toast on the table for you, alright? This has way more changes than I expected. Yeah, me too. I didn't think we'd skip the whole day. Like, we just skipped the whole festival. I half expected this to start with like an Noelle jump scare or something, you know, like her in the window, yo, Chris, I wanna see you, come outside, pretty boy. But no, he's just, they're staying in bed all day, doing absolutely nothing, trying to not let us see Noelle or anything. Like, I think you can see him twitching a little bit, them twitching a little bit when I walk, right? You see that? He's like fighting, they are fighting, again, I'm sorry. They're fighting. You know what? It's an it for this playthrough. It is fighting my control. Look at that. Actively fighting my controls. No, no. Hey, took you long enough. You trying to sleep through the festival or something? Noelle's waiting for you. At the beach. She told me to get you. Yeah, we already kind of hung out. Well, guess you gotta go. I'm sorry, Susie. No interaction again. It is refusing every single command of mine. I cannot run. I can't do anything. I can't talk to anybody. Hey, wait a sec. You wouldn't, I mean, you want to see the festival first, would you? Yeah, I saw everything with Noelle, but like, I still want to see how you'd react to stuff too, you know? Come on, it'll be fun. This is the music that was teased for the Weird Bout, for the special website. Okay, I can now interact again, I can now go a little bit faster. Yeah, everyone's over there to see the festival king and queen. It's lame, right? I mean, like, oh, is it gotta be a king and queen? Whatever we are, it's cooler, right? Right? Not in a weird way, you know. Doing the king and queen vote thing with Noelle was fun. I put down me and her plus some extra epic drawings. See, I used the green pen for my radioactive breath. She voted before I saw hers though. She was like super excited to write it. I can guess what she wrote. Oh, this is kind of fucking creepy though, isn't it? Are you hearing the sound of the wind a little bit? It's getting colder, isn't it? Nothing left here. There's no one here to interact with. Oh hell, Chris, you're not gonna believe this. Free rolls and honey, packets and butter. Margarine, whatever. That's like basically a good sandwich. Hey, sweet, no one's in there. That means free grape soda and we could wear their uniforms and pretend to work there? And take like pics of us standing on the salad? Damn, it's locked. Oh yeah, me and Noelle rode this. She didn't even look out the window though. I cannot wait and meet Noelle in this playthrough. The whole time she was just resting her head on my shoulder. Dude, my heart was beating like crazy. I don't get how she was so calm. Anyway, you wanna ride the whale? I'll let you have some fun, Chris, for now. Alright, I'll call shotgun. I'll let you enjoy a little bit here. Hey, Chris, everything good? You just seem kind of... Whoa, wait a sec. Chris, did you feel that? Earthquake! Damn, that was close. We almost... Oh hell, it's the aftershock! See, knew that'd make you laugh. Did he? Did they laugh? Hey, sit over my side. The view's better. The view of you being in a headlock, idiot. Hey, stop pretending to snore. What am I to you guys, a big pillow? Don't nod. Phew. Guess that's about it, huh? That was pretty fun, right? Enjoy your time while you still can. I really want to go around and just see like, ooh, do you have anything to tell me? Hey, are you the ice cream stand? Nah, that's next to me. What are you then? The ice cream stands. Ha, okay, can we get some ice cream? Can you fill out this card? Whatever, what do I put on it? Just draw you and your friends on it. That way I can give you a discount. Alright, whatever. Here, me, Chris, and Halsey. I know he can't use it, but I'm gonna put him on it. Thanks. So no ice cream? So when do we get some ice cream? Whoops. I don't have any. What do you mean you don't? But the stand will, after it finishes charging. In the meanwhile, why don't you take this? You got the bread. Bread? Why do you have this? To make ice cream sandwiches. Huh, that's kind of a good idea. Guess I gotta wait till the ice cream's done. I'll walk you to the beach though. You know, when you wanna go. I have a feeling... I am playing on Steam, yes. I have a feeling that going to the beach is the point of no return. This house, it's pretty new, right? I am literally letting Chris have one final good day, so-called. Dude, Tammy left all her art crap. Let's draw it in her sketchbook. Hey, what? Her art's like crazy good. Man, even she's like good at stuff, huh? I like your art too. Yeah? I mean, it'd be stupid if you didn't. Are you enjoying your final day, Chris? Good, he's not even here. Damn, that annoying lazy guy isn't even here. Yeah, I am. Huh? I'm just lying down conspicuously out of view. The hell are you doing that for? Hitting Ryzen's face down on the floor. I can't really blame him for that. Well, not much else to see here. I don't think we could even go into the dark world. I'll try though. Also try going into Asgore's house, because again, no dark fountain, no nothing. Seems like Chris just gave up on everything. I'm really curious how this will continue for... yeah. Play. At least she's trying to cheer you up. But I won't let that I won. This is a massive change. Like, I expected the start of the chapter to be very, very different. But this is kind of insane different. You know what? Wait. Let's go to school first. Wait, move your foot. Dollar coin are on ground alert, idiot. I can get gummy monsters on my ice cream. So, Noelle, she did something kind of funny earlier. I said I didn't have any cash for food, and she took out like a roll of bills, probably like hundreds of dollars, and just held it out to me, smiling. I mean, I don't know if I've even seen that much money. Did you see how much I have, like, in the dark world, Susie? I'm loaded. I didn't take it. I said some cheesy stuff like, man, you could get 100 grape sodas with that. I don't know why, it just felt so weird. If you had $5, I'd expect you to buy me stuff, but I guess same back if I had $5 too. I think Susie's the character I feel the worst for. Man, even Ralsei was acting kinda weird today. Toby, you gotta stop, man. Guess he was just worried you slept in. I asked if he wanted me to do anything, and he was like, he just got quiet and shook his head. Anyway, let's see him later, after other stuff. Yeah. After other stuff, sure. Library. Stop looking at books, it's the weekend. Can I go into the hospital to see the bird boy? No. Because the bird boy is in a coma. Or dying. Rudolph! Wait, you good? Hey, dude, you okay? Shouldn't you be at the king and queen thing? He collapsed in the normal playthrough. Me? No, I still got some lights to finish up here. You sure, man? Susie, it's better you learn sooner than later. Holidays are always full of surprises. Good surprises? Depends on which holiday. Yeah, same dialogue. What else? This is block. Church? Be pretty funny to see you get jump scared, but we can't go in there. We're banned. I was feeling like the eyeball grapes or whatever, and Noelle just put her hand in a ball and started holding mine. Yeah, they banned us for that. Sucks. Noelle has been acting pretty strange, pretty weird, one could say. Oh, they do not let you stray from the route at all? Once you commit, it's over? Well, to be fair, we planted a whole fucking soul into Noelle, and not only that, if you guys recall, in her room, we admitted, we said, me. I'm the one controlling Chris. I am doing all of this. Ice cream will be ready later. Take it easy, okay, kid? Well, chat, I think it's time. I think it's time, chat. I think it's time we go see the girl. I think it's time we try, oh, wait, first of all here. Looks like your dad's in there. Guess we don't need to hang out with them. No dark fountain! No dark fountain! I don't think we have a dark world in this chapter. Guys, I don't think we have the dark world in this chapter. Holy shit. We've already slept through the whole day. We skipped through the dark fountain. I don't think we have a dark fountain. I don't think we have a dark world at all. I think it's only light world. Holy moly. Okay. Holy shit. She's in there. She is right there. She's waiting for us on the right here, right? On the lake, on the beach, whatever. She's right there. Oh, what's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I need you guys I need you guys to understand. Well, the Dark World opened only after the lake. Yeah, but it was much earlier. Look at this. The festival is, you know, it's already happening and all that. I don't know. I feel like the Dark World might not open this time because Chris is the one who's supposed to open it. Look at this guy. Look at them. They are dead inside again. I don't know who, like, if you guys missed the beginning of the chapter here. They refused to move. This vessel of mine, this pathetic puppet, refused to move. I had to make them move out of bed. They refused to interact with anything. When I tried to interact with something, I got nothing out of that. They are just trying to get in my way. But that's not gonna work, buddy. That's not gonna work. I planted a vessel in there, and I'm gonna go take it. Alright, done with the festival? Well, yes. Okay then. I gotta go wait for the ice cream, so... Guess I'll, see you later, huh? Oh, that looks really dark. Chris, I'm not good at saying this stuff, but... Even if we didn't really do anything, it was nice. Seeing the festival with you. And stuff. You know, me and Noelle are... getting kinda close, but... You're still a big deal to me too. So, cheer up, okay? My apologies, Susie. Nothing against you. You are my favorite character in the game. I don't know if you know that, but this route is just a bit special. So, well, Chrissy boy. Oh, we're fading to black. Imagine it's the end. That's it. No way. Oh. Good for you. You switched a screen without my input. At least you're letting me control you. Can I try going back? Ooh, that's dramatic as shit. Okay. She's right there, guys. She is right there. They're not finding my control this time. Ooh, okay. Chris. I know you wanted to deny it. I did too, at first. But, eventually, we're going to have to face the truth. What is happening? Yesterday, when everything happened, every cell in my body was screaming at me to run away. That if I stayed by your side any longer, you were going to drag me down with you. Drag me down somewhere no one is supposed to go. And you know what terrified me the most about that? Did I give you a soul or not? Turn around, Noelle. Let me see your face. I think. Turn around. I want that. Why can't we see her face? Show me her face. This is how I get actual fucking lore in this chapter, by doing the weird ride? I'm so down. Since Des left, all I've been doing has just been marching down my path. Staying quiet, getting good grades. It feels like I've just been watching myself through glass. Watching someone else move me through my life. Did you know? That's why I want to do something crazy. That's why I want to break free. But the soundtrack, holy moly, what is happening? But I can't. I couldn't. Because I'm just Noelle. A Noelle that has to do Noelle things. Just like Chris has to do Chris things. But Chris, you changed. We can't even see. I broke her. We broke her. Chris, you actually changed. You found out how to stop being Chris. And no one else has noticed. Because they don't want to. They don't want to see how interesting you are now. They'll just keep marching down the same path without even thinking where it goes. Chris, being around you is changing me too. Chris, when I cast Snowgrave, I felt stronger than I have in my entire life. I know, it's horrible. It's horrible to say that, but... Chris, you... If it's you telling me to, I can do anything. If you tell me to, I can do things that are impossible. Things that no one else can do. So, why don't we do it? Why don't we do something crazy? Tell me. Tell me to grow wings. And let's fly out of this stupid town. To somewhere no one has ever been before. We have given her a piece of the soul. We've given her a piece of the soul. I think she's just understanding this is a game now, or something like that. She understands that she just had a role she needed to play. No longer, though. But my question is, would I be able to control Noelle as I'm controlling Chris? The other side of the lake. We always wanted to see what was there, didn't we? The four of us, when we were kids. Chris, let's go there. You'll tell me, won't you? If you tell me to, I can do anything. So, tell me, Chris. Are we allowed to break out of bounds, though? The words I've been waiting to hear. Is this the final chance ever to get out of the weird route in this game? Is this the final chance for you to stop this? I don't see how you would do that, even if I tell you stop right now. I feel like we can't stop anymore. What even... I'm inclined to actually try doing stop afterwards and just seeing what happens, because how can you stop? How can you stop at this point? But regardless of that, as I've said before, proceed. And there's that sound again. Proceed. The water's nice, isn't it, Chris? Proceed. We are going out of bound, aren't we? I feel like we're not supposed to go there. Proceed. Chris, don't hesitate. Proceed. Every time you do that, the weird route. Are you hearing that? Proceed. It's colder than I thought. Proceed. Proceed. Chris, don't let go of my hands. Just keep walking. Proceed. They are drowning. Chris, just keep walking. Proceed. Are they both going to drown? Chris. Proceed. Chris. Proceed. 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 Chris, you can still hear me, can't you? Proceed. Proceed. Chris, keep saying it. Proceed. Proceed. Oh, Chris. Proceed. 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 Chris. Proceed. 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 What is happening? Say it. Proceed. 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 Chris. I'm not giving up on them. Proceed. Keep fucking going, Chris. Holy moly. I don't know what's happening. I can't proceed anymore. Is that it? Insert chapter 7. What? Side B. What the fuck does that even mean? Is this it? Was that it? That was it. What the fuck just happened, bro? What the hell was that? What the hell was that, guys? Like, actually, what the fuck was that? What the hell just happened? Did we break out of the game? We broke out of bounds? Chapter 7 side B, does that mean chapter 6 is not going to have a weird route? Okay, but what if you stop? We will try that now, because, you know, that was really short. I told you, it's always the weird route. Always fucking the weird route, the one that's cooking. Well, naturally, I am not done experimenting just yet, so we will now tell her to stop, and then I want to see what happens if I don't say proceed eventually, right? Like you have said, you can also drown there. I am going to try that, of course. Both of them tried breaking out of bounds. Both of them, this has to change a lot of things, mind you, right? Look at this, there was no place to also save, right? So I think if you want to play the new chapter 7 side B, whatever, you would have to start from here, unless I missed something. Again, the thank you. So what I think happens here, I think this is of course a piece of the soul growing within Noelle, right? This lets Noelle understand the greater scheme of things that's happening here. This lets Noelle, I can skip through this, so I'll just talk in the meanwhile. This lets Noelle understand that this is a game world, that they couldn't really go, they couldn't really cross the lake, per se, before, because, well, it doesn't exist, probably. That's what I think we're getting at here. But with our soul, with us telling them, proceed, 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 They are actively listening to commands to break that. What I am most curious about here is that Chris just gave up. They just gave up pretty much on the night, on the dark fountain, and all of that. They are just this. And again, I'll show this again for those of you who might have missed it at the beginning. But they are not letting me interact with anything. They are not letting me interact with shit at the beginning here. They are not letting me get out of bed. That means they are still against what I'm doing, what we're trying to do. But they just gave up. They probably realized that, well, there is no stopping this anymore. Let's see what happens if I say stop, and what happens if I drown afterwards. So we're going to be back here. Look at this, he's finding me. Get out of bed, little shit. Get the fuck up. Come on. Get up. I said get up. Get up, Chris. Chris. Get the hell up. Good. Now look at this. You try to interact with anything? Nothing. Nothing. Refuses to let me do anything. Well, last time I let you enjoy the festival with Susie a little bit. You do realize that's not going to happen now, are you? Move. They were in bed the whole day. They did not eat anything. Yeah, they just realized that it's over. Also, Toriel, how come you leave the TV like this? Do you not care? Toriel is not even caring if I go out like this. Well, let's see what happens if I say stop. I don't think Noelle will let you stop, to be honest. I feel like Noelle is too far gone to let you stop. Susie, we are not going to be walking around this time. Let's go. This is probably the canon thing that you immediately ignore Chris and you immediately go to the beach right there. Oh, hey, let's go find the ice cream. Okay, she does want. It is forcing me to go get ice cream really quick, but that's fine. You don't actually get ice cream, so that's fine. See, Chris, don't say I'm never doing anything nice to you. You know what? Fuck you. This is for all the times you're doing bad shit. While ripping me out of your body. If you were like cool with me, if you accepted that, then yeah, I would have been cool with you. And let's go. Let's see what's gonna happen now. I highly doubt the chapter just continues as normal. That would be very, very weird, but not in the weird route. Weird, as in just jarring. But let's see what's going to happen. I will wait a little bit though. Just a little bit. I will not say stop immediately. I will let them go into the water, I think. Just a tiny little bit, and then I will tell them stop. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Because I feel like if we just immediately say stop, I don't know. I don't know how the game will take it. What do you guys think? Should I just immediately say stop, or should I wait a little bit? Should I let them go into the water just a tiny bit before? What I'm trying here. I'm more inclined to letting them go into the water for just a little bit before saying stop, but I'm afraid that will trigger Noelle to just say, I think it might give you different endings for both. I think it will be the same ending regardless if you say stop. I just think, or maybe if you go into the water, Noelle will refuse to stop. I don't know. We'll try. Let's try saying stop outside first. We'll see what's gonna happen. This is non-skippable, so we are listening to this chilling Noelle talk again. Don't tell me there's no weird route for chapter 6 though. Come on, man. It will be so sad. There's probably not though, because again, insert chapter 7 side B, whatever that means. Either that means chapter 7 has to be unlocked first, or that means that... I don't know actually, what does that even mean? could we unlock somehow side B while playing the normal route? I don't know, because that would imply that Toby does want you to first of all do normal and then weird, right? Or that you would have to complete the game normally first and then only then you get to do the weird round. I'm curious what that implies. Again, for this chapter, I don't think we can abort weird route anymore. I don't think I can say stop and she'll go, oh yeah, okay, we'll stop. I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but we'll see. Highly doubt that's gonna happen, so maybe we do have different game endings even right now. I don't think they can write Noelle out of this story, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think Toby can just ignore Noelle. This is so fucking creepy though, look at her. When she's losing it. Those are not sprites you'd think you'd see on Noelle, did you? I actually thought she would be a bit more obsessed with us. But it seems she's only still talking to Chris here as a character. And not to us as the soul, as the player. Even though we did tell her, you know, I'm real, I'm the one who's doing this. All of this time, that's what I'm trying to piece together though. We are building Noelle to be stronger, right? This is what we're doing. We're telling her to become stronger. All of chapter 2 is us developing Noelle, making her become a stronger vessel, is what it felt like. So I'm kinda curious, are we going to switch to Noelle eventually? Are we going to unlock 2 players mode or something? Imagine that. Imagine if the weird route is the multiplayer route, right? You get someone from another place in the world with that weird route controlling Noelle at the same time. Nah, that's not going to happen, but still. Alright, Noelle. This time around, I'm going to tell you to stop and we'll see what you're gonna do. The other side of the lake. I hope you guys are ready for this to see what the consequences are. Let's go there. Well, I hope you're all ready, because I'm super excited to see what's going to happen with all of these decisions that we could do. Tell me, Chris. Are you all ready? I'm telling her to stop right now. I am going to... should I say stop now or proceed a little bit? I'm going to start with just stop. The shame is we have to watch the whole cutscenes again, but you know, it's really short. Okay. Stop. No. You're supposed to say proceed, right? Just like all the other times. Yeah, she's not letting you do that, is she? So we'll try drowning this time. Stop. Stop pretending. I know you remember too. I knew she would force you. The water's nice, isn't it, Chris? Stop. Why are your hands trembling? Chris, you're the one that wanted this, aren't you? No, it's not Chris, it's me. Stop. Stop pretending you're still the old Chris. You can't even say stop like you used to. Curious. Chris, don't hesitate. Stop. Proceed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Stop. Proceed. It's colder than I thought. And now we can only say proceed again. Proceed. But we are going to let them drown this time. Proceed. Chris, don't let go of my hands. Just keep walking. Proceed. Chris, just keep walking. What if you wait? Will anything happen if I just wait and not do anything, do you think? Let's try for a little bit. I'm curious if she would go, no, fuck you, I'm proceeding, but nah, doesn't look like it. Proceed. Chris. Proceed. Chris. Proceed. I'm going to let them drown. I hope you're ready. Proceed. I am going to let you drown now. It just ends. I was wrong. The dream never happened. Chris hadn't changed. I hadn't changed. I had simply gotten carried away. We get more content. When did you say you made that song? Okay, no, you do one. Me? Okay. Huh? Wait. Wait. Did it just... This is the normal route, isn't it? Nothing changed. Oh, never mind then. I thought it was one of the best days ever, but I guess it's still getting better. I tried skipping to see if we'd go to the dark world and all that. Noel? Nothing changed. You mean... Something is flashing, a picture is flashing, I keep seeing that. Like, you mean like, ran away from home? I guess, but I'm too weak to do that. Nothing changed. What? It's... You were calling about... Dad? Nothing changed. Because a Noel is just a Noel. How will this end then? Don't tell me this is a run where Noel is going apeshit insane and you fucked it forever now, if it continues normally. Hey, you okay? Yeah, wasn't even sure if you were alive for a sec. Me and Noel, we kind of ended up, you know, where she is. I went to get some ice cream for her and she's just gone. I want to go look for her, but I don't know. You don't need to be here alone, right? Okay, yeah, this is different. Get up. Let's go. Okay. Obviously, we need to go Zorgon mode. Did he do that when I tried going for... Oh, I thought for a second I might be able to go. Okay, you good yet? We can go. I thought you would like... They would go into the lake itself. You don't need it again, dumbass! I don't know why, but I was really worried about you guys. You're both acting kind of weird, and I'm just glad you're okay. Probably said something weird again, huh? Let's go, okay? And now he's going. Now they're going. Will this continue normally? I don't think so. Hey, Chris, mind if I stop in here for a sec? Will we still open a dark fountain? Will you still open a dark fountain? No, I can still move. I can move? I can move! Is he going to do the thing now? Are they going to do the thing now? Yeah, okay. So... Will we go into the dark fountain in this case? What happens at the end of the chapter? We all know Noel is not good in this specific one. If you keep proceeding, if you keep going forward, something else happens. And yeah, that seems like we have 3 different endings. How are you still opening the fountain after all this, you idiot? Now he's going to go around and open it as normal then. I don't think that changes. Yeah, doesn't look like that will change. That's super cool. That is actually super cool, because this might be the only way to continue. What do you think, buddy? This might be the only way to continue Weird Route into Chapter 6. But at the same time... Yeah, at the same time, there is a different path altogether. By breaking the game, so-called. Now my question is, which one is more evil? Which one is the evil path? I need some AC on my ass. Do you think there will be any dialogue changes too in this chapter? I kinda wish Deltarune would have the ability to skip through text, but it would like stop when you get to new texts, right? Things you haven't seen before. I wish that was an ability. Overall, chapter 5, right? If we talk about normal route, chapter 5, I think this chapter is a bit too fillery. I think this chapter, normal route, doesn't feel like it belongs to chapter 5. We have a very strong start, a very strong finish, and all of the in-between is filler, is what it feels like to me. Now, I do want to know, I'm pretty sure everything will stay the same in this. We could check, we could just check to know if it's worth to go through this. Check, can you check if we still have the item stands give you? Doesn't seem like it, unless it's... I don't see bread here. I don't think we do. You held the crystal up to your eye. For some strange reason, for a brief moment, it looked like everyone else disappeared. And you saw Noelle smiling at you with arms full of flowers. But is this a weird route only thing? Because I didn't try doing that in a normal route. This could be a normal thing too. But if not, that's creepy as fuck. Okay. Should we look it up? Should we check if there's any differences? Chapter 5, Weird Road. Should we look if there is a point to continue? Let's see here. Uniquely, it starts from the very beginning of the chapter and ends the chapter substantially earlier, skipping the Dark World. Meaning that if you abort this, it's normal. Huh. If the player completes the cutscenes, the screen will then fade to the ending CRT screen. Waiting for 10 seconds or pressing any directional input after the text has finished typing out will end the chapter, thus successfully continuing the route. Not only that, after Noelle's monologue, the player must select either option on all 8 of the choice prompts they are presented with. It does not ultimately matter for the cutscene whether stop or proceed is chosen, as the events continue regardless. However, the game does store how many stop was chosen. That's an important one. If you keep saying stop, the game will store it. If you keep saying proceed, the game will also store it. It will save that choice in the code somewhere. Once Chris and Noelle's faces are submerged, the player must begin to quickly select either of the proceed options on all 70 of the choice prompts. We did 70 choice prompts without even noticing. From this point onwards, the hidden timer will immediately abort the route if it is allowed to expire. Each selection of proceed makes the timer reset, but makes its duration starting at 8 seconds get progressively shorter, until it only takes 1 second to expire. Interesting. So that was the weird route. After a while, the screen cuts to black television. No save points are accessible during this chapter. Internally, a unique completion file is generated within the game's file upon completing the chapter. Interesting. Interesting. So us completing the chapter has indeed given. Yeah. Okay. There is a list of differences right here. Very, very interesting indeed. Oh, we did not even see this sprite, by the way, because the screen was so white. These are all of her sprites during this that we couldn't see. All of these are like what she's doing. 4, submerged, drowning, still drowning, 8. We couldn't see this one. We couldn't see the sprite. And this is unused. Yeah. Damn, bro. Toby, my man, I like when you cook in the weird route. Huh. So it was teased before as well. Aborted route differences. Yeah, okay. The cancel sound does not play upon aborting the route, while the internal flag associated with aborting the weird route is still set to 1. Another previously unused flag is set, which also triggers several changes later in the chapter. Noelle says that she was wrong, we saw that. The dream never happened. Chris then wakes up with Susie and Noelle at the table singing the French fry song. It then cuts to Noelle saying nothing changed. Okay, all of this is what we just saw. All of this is we saw. Chris takes longer to get up. We saw. Susie expresses concern. We saw. Unlike the normal route, ocean.gg loops until entering the dark world. Okay. After meeting Ralsei in the garden, he's ecstatic that Chris is okay. Let's go ahead and see that happen. Let's go and see that happen. Chris up there, isn't that okay? This is the same then. I'm skipping through. I wish I could skip that, I can't. People theorize that aborting the route still continues the weird route, but I think it's bullshit. I don't. Because this does not undo you put a piece of the soul into Noelle. I think that this creates a different weird route in the same way. Where Noelle is gonna go apeshit insane because she's going to know more than she lets on, or something like that. I don't know. I don't think this will return things to normal, per se. I don't think you can just complete now the whole game normally. And again, the thing that makes me pretty sure of that, mind you, is this right here. This. So basically, a flag here means that in the code, there is some variable that changes depending on what you do. Now, if you ever aborted the weird route before, this specific variable, this specific file, or again, variable, flag, this was changed to 1. What this means is that when I'm doing the weird route on my save file, this flag is 0, aka a boolean saying false. He did not abort the route. This is what this means. But when you do this, when you fail a drowning, this becomes a 1. This means true, he did abort the weird route. But another previously unused flag, unknown variable, which we don't know, is set to 1. This triggers several changes later in the chapter, and this variable, just as much as this one, this could be used in a future chapter. The game knows and tracks the fact that you failed the weird route, or that you had done a weird route up to a specific point. The game is aware of that. There is no way that this is just becoming a normal route when you continue, okay? It's probably when you get to the ending or something like that. I don't know. The game knows that you aborted. This is not going to continue to be the same thing, is all I'm saying. There's no way that this just continues being the same thing. I think we have 2 different weird routes from now on. Let's meet Ralsei. Let's see the first change happen. Keep in mind, I didn't save on purpose so far. Because the game tracks everything, we know it does. I think I just, where the hell is Ralsei? There we go. First change, let's see that happen. Chris, you're okay. Hey, why were you in there? Oh, that stupid flower put me in there. But Chris, I'm just happy you're okay. I hope we can have a great day today. Hey, go back a sec. Since when do you call people stupid? Sorry, I mean, he's actually probably pretty smart. Yeah, I mean, he did go to college. He did not go to college. That's the first change. Rolsey is happy to see us. Okay, next. This was not this. This was that. Okay, during the chapter's Dark World segments, Chris's title is changed to Shattered Rose. Do we already have that change? Actually, where do you even fucking see the titles? Where do you see somebody's title? Where is it? Power, perhaps? Yeah, there you go. Level 5 Shattered Rose. Only knows the rose's meaning. Okay. Shattered Rose. Would you mind watching the video I sent in the Discord channel? It will explain it better than me, and it's 5 minutes long. Wait, let's finish this first. Getting a Walker star will switch it, however. Further in the chapter, after the castle left end save point, selecting walk over and see Susie normally, and then ... Okay, this is really far into the chapter when we talked with her. After Susie asks Chris if they have ever liked anyone, will prompt the music to cut, and Susie to talk about how she thought Chris and Noel were a couple due to the events prior in the route. Susie will then ask if she's getting in the way of Chris and Noel's relationship. Selecting don't get in between me and Noel will cause Chris to jump into the water after don't as to not finish the sentence. Yeah. Interesting stuff. At the end of the weird route, sound send next plays, and when converted to a spectrograph, reveals an image of what happens to be a figure in a lake. That is creepy as fuck, yo. That is just creepy as fuck. So what they mean here, if I go ahead, the sound that plays here, this plays when we saw the CRT thing, this screen right here. When we see the insert chapter 7 side B, when we saw this plays. And if you put this into a music program, let's see if I can do that with Audacity, because I don't have Audition installed. Let me play, save audio as, save it on my desktop for a second there. Audacity. If I go ahead then, and I put this, and I've never done this with Audition. I'm hoping that's going to work. Can't really see it here. Spectrogramma, how do you have that with Audition? I've never used Audition for this. There should be a button, I think. Usually it's something below. With Audition, you get that automatically, but here... Oh yeah. Okay. So I can't really stretch it too much, but you get the point. If you stretch this shit, if we'd stretch it all the way, we'll get get this Noel in the picture. Which, yeah, this is really creepy. Yeah, you can tell it's Noel though. I don't know what she's holding though. It looks like she's holding something, doesn't it? You can tell this is the face, clearly. This is the face. This looks really fucking creepy though. Holy moly. But clearly she's holding something. What is this? Looks like a tree? How did they describe it? In a lake. This is supposed to be Noelle in a lake. Oh, okay. This is probably the water. Right here, this is the water. This is her head. Right here. Did someone try speeding this up though? Is what I'm curious about. Did someone try speeding this this track up to see if this means anything, if this means something? Of course somebody tried. Question is if this does actually. I know you can't hear it right now. Huh. Let me try doing that so maybe you could. Or you know what, I'll Google if somebody actually already done that, and that would be a lot simpler. SND next. Whatever that means. Send next. Sped up. I don't think this means anything then if there's no talks about it. Because usually that's what people's hidden spectrogramma, the subject, the reflection. There is also an unlisted game track, technically labeled blah blah blah. In the base game, this specific track starts at 50% speed, and then okay, yeah, I don't think speeding this up. Oh, okay. If you speed up the track by 6666, you know what? I'll try that myself, and we'll see what's gonna happen. But somebody claims we could potentially see something if we do that. So, what if we take this? I think here it's an change pitch. I don't usually use Audacity to edit audio, so it's not as if I'm pitch and speed. There you go. So if we try to do 666, of course, because why not? And we do this. You know, let's just change it to only spectrogram. Okay, it really wants to have both, doesn't it? Cancel the multi-view. Oh, okay. If you do 666, I can kind of see it. This just becomes Noelle, right? Do you guys see that? It becomes Noelle in the lake, drowning. Do you guys see this? This is the lake. We can kind of make out Noelle's figure right here. Interesting. Interesting. What does this even sound like? I'll play it for myself, and we'll see if it's just random noises, mind you. It is just random noises, but I can see that it does look like Noel drowning in the lake. Huh. Tricky Tony. Tricky Tony. What are you doing, Tricky Tony? What are you planning? What does this imply for chapter 6? And again, I am 100% sure that you cannot just abort the weird route at this point. There is no way. Again, the game keeps track of when you're doing what. There is no way this just aborts the route. Of course it's not going to abort the route. This chapter, I gotta agree that the weird route is the most interesting thing we got. It's in every chapter. I'll die on that hill. Every chapter, the most interesting thing we have is the weird route by far. Okay, like weird route is insanely interesting, and as I've said at the beginning, one of the reasons it's insanely interesting is because of the normal route, right? Because you know how things are supposed to go, and then you see the changes, and it's just more horrifying. So again, I'm not saying somebody should just do weird route and finish the game. No, to do weird route, you have to do normal. You have to do normal. If you didn't do normal, you wouldn't know how the festival usually goes. That would just seem okay. This is just what happens. But because we know how the chapter is supposed to begin and what happens instead, that's just making it insanely creepy. Did you think about the genocide route in Undertale the same way? Genocide route in Undertale is boring as shit. Okay, like, atmospheric wise and all that, it's super interesting. Don't get me wrong, it is. It's horrifying. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's just boring as fuck. Cause gameplay in Genocide, all right, gameplay in this Genocide is me doing this to a wall, right? It's me fucking a wall for 25 minutes, killing the same enemies over and over, getting that, but nobody came, which is creepy as fuck the first time around, and then you just, you walk, you walk, you have exactly 2 bosses, and that's a Genocide run. In Undertale, you do once or twice, if out of curiosity to see what happens, and you're done. You've seen everything that route has to offer. Weird Route is not only mysteriously intriguing in what you do, but you actually get to play the fucking game. You actually get to play the game as you go about it. For the most part, you get to play the game as you go about it. And judging by Chapter 7 Insert Side B, my understanding here is that we are going to get a completely different chapter depending on what we do for Chapter 7. I don't know what that implies to 6. Again, I think that by doing this route right now and aborting it, we have created 2 different paths in a way. I think we have created 2 different paths right now. One path is us continuing to say proceed, 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 proceed. And we jump to Chapter 7 Side B because we broke out of bound. But the second route is this. If you drown, Noelle is clearly pissed off. She's clearly aware of what just happened. And supposedly, we are supposed to be recruiting Noelle at the end of Chapter 5. Right? When everyone's accepting. We saw like Susie and everybody preparing to welcome Noelle. Noelle is going to play a part in Chapter 6. And I don't think she's going to be the same as in normal route. So, purely out of that, I would say you need to continue. Do I have the twisted... Not the twisted, the thorn ring? Do I get that back to the inventory? I don't think so. Do I get that back? I do have freeze ring. But I do not have the snow ring. No, we do not have that, meaning Noelle is still equipped with the thorn ring. Noelle still has that in her fucking thingy. Yeah, I think that by doing this, you will get the worst ending possible. I think this will be the worst ending possible that you could get in the game. I just noticed, guys, Chris is missing some HP and we did not go into any fights. All of them are full HP. Chris is missing a significant amount of HP due to us drowning. Meaning they also missed that HP in the light world. Why did it cut back? Why did it prevent us from dying? And Noelle is aware that that happened, yet Chris is not showing. Right now they're not showing any signs, but we do know that there are signs. I'll tell you what, if you abort the route in Chapter 2 and maybe 4, I'm not sure, then you could keep the thorn. That's only in Chapter 2, because in Chapter 2 you actually get the ring, you can keep that in your inventory, but in Chapter 4, Chris supposedly just has the ring, but you don't know about that, right? So it's only in Chapter 2. And make the Twisted Sword item in Castletown. Right, the Twisted Sword is an item that requires you to have all Shadow Crystals, supposedly. We craft an item out of that, and then we could make Twisted Sword. I read about that in the game files. But that's not a weapon we could get right now, of course, and all that. So, I hope we get to see more of the Noelle from this route. This arc is really interesting so far. I agree, this is, again, the most intriguing part of the fucking game. So I'm not gonna do that now, mind you, because there's still a long fucking time before the chapter 6 actually releases. But I will have a file, this file, where I just I continue the aborted route in this chapter, and of course we'll also have the file of us playing the game the weird route normally, and we'll see if there are any differences. We'll have 3 paths to take, and the most interesting path to me is still a weird route. It's still the most interesting one. Insert chapter 7 side B, whatever the hell that is. This is really confusing, and supposedly we are supposed to have only one ending. I don't believe that. First of all, the text file in the game, Steam page and all that, has changed to only one ending, question mark, or something like that. Rolsey in chapter 4, in the weird route, when he sees the, when you do the weird route, he says, when he's crying with the blood and all that, he says that how do you know there isn't a different ending that is just much, much worse? Whatever we're doing in the weird route is clearly not a good ending. Like, don't imagine that. We are not doing a good ending in this run. In neither of them. Us breaking the game and us aborting it, this is not a good ending. I just think that this one is going to be worse, because us breaking the game, we are working with Noel. We are controlling Noel through our commands. And this one, I don't believe Noel will be content anymore. So it feels like we've created a separate entity with what we're doing. I really hope you get to control Noel. Okay, the rest of the chapter here is exactly the same. I don't see a point just playing it on stream all over again, especially because most of it feels like filler. But really, really interesting. And you know what? Let's go ahead and see that, if that's something I can just view. If I go to the games directory, I go and look for Deltarune. This is the games directory. I'm in the games directory right now. If I'm here, of course we have the picture we took. Last picture we took. Yeah, there you go, right here. Chapter 5, 9, chapter 5, whatever. 50 is this. This is the file that I have. This is our save file, the main save file, the one we finished. It's this. However, this is side B. This is the first one we've completed, saying proceed, proceed, proceed. Yeah. The game does not show you this here, but we do have that. We do have that. The game recorded that I told them to proceed all the way. Huh. Well, what can I say? I can only hope. I can only sincerely fucking hope that chapter 6 and also chapter 7, see, I avoided saying the funny meme. I hope that both of them are not as fillery as this one in the normal route, and I do hope to have some sort of a weird route. Of course we'll have something with this aborted one. Again, do not delude yourself into saying, well, nothing is going to change with me now aborting it. It's going to be the normal ending. That's not going to happen. Even Bunny's not believing that shit. Okay, the game tracks the fact that you did this. Even this chapter has some differences. Noel going and saying here every time that nothing changed. Nah, Noel's broken. Okay, we broke Noel. Honestly, it's only after seeing the weird route I'm satisfied with this chapter. Really makes me think Toby intended people to play that as well. Well, I'll just say, I know that some people are like, no, Toby never wanted you to do the weird route. Guys, I paid $25. Of course I'm going to see the weird route, and not only that, it's in the game. Okay, bro is the one who's programming the game. He put that in there. Of course he wants you to see the weird route. I will say that I don't agree with the design choice of forcing people to do the weird route just to be satisfied out of a chapter. I don't think that's good. Overall, this is the weakest chapter that we had ever since part 1. Okay, if you ask me, this is the part 1, chapter 1. I read Final Fantasy Remake part, and this is the weakest one we've had since chapter 1, in my opinion. Strong beginning, strong... well, not very strong, abrupt ending is what I want to say, but an interesting ending. All of the in-between feels like a fan game a little bit. You know what? That's a good way to describe it. All of the in-between, we have so many new characters in there that are fun and all that. But what about Asgore? Wasn't he supposed to be like the main the main and interesting part of this chapter, the big part of this chapter, wasn't that supposed to be my dude, my goat, my literal goat? That's what he is a goat. I can't help but not be bummed about that, but weird route as usual. The most interesting part of the chapter, the most high part of the chapter, even though it was really fucking short, it was short in a special way. It was like 30 to 40 minutes, I think. But the dialogue is super fucking interesting. What happens is super interesting. It's just like, damn, Toby, damn. Just make a horror game at this point. Forget the normal game. Just make a horror game. Please, Toby, please. I feel like Toby's avoiding to show other lighteners in the dark world for some reason. I don't know if it's for plot related reasons and all that. I guess, well, Susie talked about it. This is not just our problem anymore. It's going to involve a lot more people. They're in danger and all that. So it is a plot point, but still. My issue with this chapter was seriously just way too many new characters and not focusing on what we have. This chapter felt like a very, very, very good gameplay mechanics wise. Not very good plot wise, because we learned nothing. Okay, we got Asgore talking about hypothetical and abrupt shit that we do not know in a cryptic way of what happened that day was horrible. You know what I'm talking about, Chris. What happened that day, right? That day. It's like, can I get some actual context, some answers? Because we just went through chapter 4, which gave us a lot of things, right? Gave us a lot of things. This chapter gave us nothing. If I ask you, what did you learn out of the overall plot of chapter 5, what did you learn? The answer would be, well, nothing. I didn't learn anything out of the normal route. Chris is evil or something and he's working with the knight. Right, I saw that already. Chris opened the dark fountain. Right, I saw that already. Nothing else. Susie is still not suspicious of Chris or not showing any signs to be suspicious in this chapter. They could pull in chapter 6 or the next one, you know. They could pull, I always suspected you. I knew you were acting weird, but you don't show that. You don't show me that. I don't know, bro. I'm disappointed overall in this chapter. I can only hope the next chapters, the next final 2 chapters are not like this. I'm kind of sad that Knight is just kidnapping everyone that knows about the Dark World besides the main gang. Really stops. I agree. Yes, I do agree. This is what it felt like. And again, I really dislike the fact that the Knight just kind of shows up at the end of the chapter to be like, yo, I'm the bad guy again. I'm gonna take Asgore. Goodbye. I don't like that. No, por favor, no. Yeah, but weird route. We are here to talk about the weird route. Insanely good. Again, insanely fucking good. Really, really, really good. I'm super intrigued. Again, before the new chapter releases, I'll do the chapter again with the aborted route. I'll make sure we have all files we need to see if there are any changes. Do I think the changes will be huge? In chapter 6, if you abort, depends. If Noelle is in the party, if Noelle is in the dark world, then yes, I do think the changes will be very big. If it's again a Noelle just at the beginning or end or something, no, I don't think it will be that massive of a change. If I had to theorize what chapter 6 would be about, we know that Rudy collapsed, right? I am going to guess that the chapter will be in the hospital, maybe Noelle will open a dark fountain, or again Chris will open a dark fountain in the hospital and all that. Again, the game cannot avoid Noelle anymore is what I'm trying to say. We can't avoid Noelle anymore. I know it's been theorized in every single chapter ever since chapter 2 that this time Noelle will join the party again. I really do think we can't avoid that anymore. That's all I have to say, really. I heard chapter 6 is in 2027, which is, yeah, it's going to be great. We have God of War, we have chapter 6, we have My Goat Revelation, or part 3. We have, what else did we have? We had a lot of games there. GTA 6 is kind of 2027. By the way, guys, I am not paying $80 or $100 for GTA 6, just so we're clear. I know the game's gonna be good, it's going to be great. I am not paying that amount of money for a game. Okay, and it's not even on PC. I don't really feel like buying it for the PlayStation. I'll probably wait for it to be on PC, and I'll wait for it to be on actual discount because I'm not paying that much for a game that I'm like looking forward to, but not super hyped for. Right? I'll take Revelation or God of War over GTA 6 any day now. Maybe an I'll take, maybe not. I don't know. We also have Katana Zero tomorrow, and if it's not tomorrow, then it's after tomorrow. And if it's not after tomorrow, it's after tomorrow. So we have that in 2027 for sure. Trust. We have a lot of cool games in 2027, which leads me to saying that I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to go through university in 2027. It's supposed to be my final 2 semesters. I don't know how I'm gonna survive. I don't know how I am going to have any time to do the shitty thing that's called studying. I don't know. No fucking clue how I'm supposed to do that in 2027. But I think I startled her with the clapping. But what I do know is that I unfortunately am not in 2027 right now. We have to wait for so many cool things, and I have to go back and study. So thank you all so much for joining in for the 3 days of the Deltarune marathon we had here. I said my thoughts about the chapter. Again, not a bad chapter by any means. It was great. I enjoyed it. Still the weakest one so far. Unless we're talking about the weird route, which is just... I made Noel drown. Let's fucking go. I made Noel and Chris drown. Let's fucking go. I unlocked Chapter 7 Side B, or I'm waiting for it to be unlocked in the CRT thing. And I also made them literally drown and go back in time somehow, and we'll see where that goes. Thank you all so much for joining in. I don't think there's going to be a stream next week. It's a bit too close to an exam I'm having, but I'll see you right after. We had 3 days of consecutive streams. It was really fun. So yeah. By the way, I forgot to say this. By the way, there are 2 games that I want to play on stream. I'll also say that on Discord later. But there are 2 games I want to play on stream. Both of them are related to Deltarune and, well, Toby Fox and Temmie. So the games that I really want to play on stream. And we'll be doing that the next time there is a stream. I haven't decided which is which. First of all is called Escaped Chasm. This is a game made by Temmie. Temmie is the co-creator of Deltarune, the artist, the cutscenes programmer, and all that. She's a very, very talented person. You probably know her from Undertale as well, and from the funny character in the game, Tim, of course. She made a game. I didn't not know about that before, and I want to play through that. I want to play through this game because why not? She deserves credit. And this game also has music by Toby Fox, and it's free. So we will be playing that. And the other game that I'm really, really hyped, well, not hyped, but interested in playing, is Deltarune Frostville. This is a fan-made Weird Route Chapter 5. Now we know that this has nothing to do with what happened in our thing. But this is a whole chapter trying to be the weird route. Will it work? Will it be a pathetic excuse for a weird route? I don't know. I still want to play it because I'm a sucker for the weird route. I don't know if it's just going to be edgy all over the place for no reason, but yeah. So we'll be doing these 2 things the next 2 streams whenever they happen. Again, I'll mention this on the Discord as well. Thank you all so much for joining in. The VOD will be uploaded as usual to YouTube by the end of today. Bunny, say goodbye. Give me a second. And now she has said goodbye. I hope you actually got to see her.